for First State will be Avery Haynes. Now on vault for Woga, Brooklyn Klauser. Brooklyn Klauser of Woga on vault. Coming up next on vault for Fusion will be Tenley Wade, followed by Woga's Chrisette Diggs. Now on uneven bars for Cincinnati, Claire Eckhart. Now on floor for All-American, Alexis Reiner. Alexis Reiner of All-American on floor. Avery Haynes of First State on beam. Coming up next on vault for Woga will be Chrisette Diggs, followed by flips gymnast Lily Ticknor. Up next on uneven bars for Georgia All-Star will be Ansley McCauley, followed by world-class gymnast Ava Doherty. And coming up next on beam for Metroplex will be Hadley Bird. Chrisette Diggs of Woga on vault. Up next on vault for flips will be Lily Ticknor, followed by Woga's Gianna Arthur. Now on uneven bars for Georgia All-Star, Ansley McCauley. Now on floor for Pacific Rain, Audrey Van Grinsven. Audrey Van Grinsven of Pacific Rain on floor. Gianna Arthur of Woga on vault. Coming up next on vault for Twin City Twisters will be Paisley Ritker. Up next on uneven bars for world class will be Ava Doherty, followed by world class gymnast Amia Pugh-Banks. Hadley Bird of Metroplex on beam. Coming up next on beam for world champions will be Balin Kasperzak. Now on vault for Twin City Twisters, Paisley Ritker. Now on uneven bars for world class, Ava Doherty. Paisley Ritker of Twin City Twisters on vault. Now on floor for Pacific Rain, Adelaide Van Grinsven. Adelaide Van Grinsven of Pacific Rain on floor. Coming up next on uneven bars for world class will be Amia Pugh-Banks, followed by Cincinnati gymnast Ansley Stevens. Balin Kasperzak of world champions on beam. Coming up next on beam for Metroplex will be Sydney Williams. Now on uneven bars for world class, Amia Pugh-Banks. Amia Pewbanks of World Class on uneven bars. Coming up next on uneven bars for Cincinnati will be Ansley Stevens. Now on beam for Metroplex, Sydney Williams. Sydney Williams of Metroplex on beam. Now on uneven bars for Cincinnati, Ansley Stevens. Ansley Stevens of Cincinnati on uneven bars. Now on beam for First State, Jazzy Saravia. Jazzy Saravia of First State on beam. This concludes competition in the first rotation. Gymnasts may now advance to their second event in the 2026 U.S. Classic for junior women. Gymnasts may now begin the warm-up for rotation 2.
Mom, I got it. Life is but a dream. Life is but a dream.
Change happens fast. Lock in your internet price for 5 years and get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Come see Gymnastics' biggest stars at the 2026 Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships at the Mortgage Matchup Center in Phoenix. Cheer on Olympic medalists and the next generation of USA Gymnastics stars as they rise to the challenge and vie for national titles. Tickets on sale now. Visit XfinityChampionships.com for more information. Don't miss any of the action at the 2026 Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships.
The 2026 Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships are coming to Phoenix August 6th through the 9th. Single session tickets are on sale now. Secure your seats to watch the nation's top artistic gymnasts compete for a spot on the USA Gymnastics national teams. Don't miss your chance to witness the next generation of champions in the Valley of the Sun at the 2026 Xfinity U.S. Gymnastics Championships. Visit XfinityChampionships.com for all the info. On your feet, gymnastics fans, for the T-shirt toss. With one rotation of competition away and 3 to go at the 2026 U.S. Classic for junior women, here are your top 5 athletes in the all-around. We do have a tie for 4th place. It's Amia Pugh-Banks of World Class and Gianna Arthur of Woga tied with scores of 13.1 for 4th place. And the top 3 look like this. In 3rd place with a score of 13.15, Pacific Reigns, Adeline Van Grinsven. In 2nd place for Metroplex with a 13.3, Sydney Williams. And leading the way so far with a 13.35 in the all-around for Woga, Madeline Eagle. They are your leaders heading into the 2nd rotation of the 2026 U.S. Classic. This concludes the warm-up, and competition resumes with the start of rotation 2. Starting off on vault for Pacific Reign, Cassandra Tan, followed by All-American gymnast Alexis Reiner. Starting off on uneven bars for Woga, Brooklyn Klauser, followed by fusion gymnast Tenley Wade. Now on beam for Cincinnati, Claire Eckhart. And now on floor for First State, Avery Haynes. Avery Haynes of First State on floor. Moments ago on beam for Cincinnati, Claire Eckhart. Coming up next on vault for All-American, Alexis Reiner, followed by Pacific Reigns, Audrey Van Grinsven. Up next on uneven bars for fusion will be Tenley Wade, followed by Woga's Chrisette Diggs. And coming up on beam for Georgia All-Star will be Ansley McCauley. Alexis Reiner of All-American on vault. Coming up next on vault for Pacific Rain will be Audrey Van Grinsven, followed by Adelie Van Grinsven of Pacific Rain. Now on uneven bars for Fusion, Tenley Wade. Now on floor for Metroplex, Hadley Bird. Hadley Bird of Metroplex on floor. Now on vault for Pacific Rain, Adelie Van Grinsven. Adelie Van Grinsven of Pacific Rain on vault. Ansley McCauley of Georgia All-Star on beam. Up next on uneven bars for Woga will be Chrisette Diggs, followed by flips gymnast Lily Ticknor. Coming up next on vault for Sega will be Annabelle Melnick. After the second vault for Adelie Van Grinsven. And coming up next on beam for world class will be Ava Doherty. Now on uneven bars for Woga, Chrisette Diggs. Adelie Van Grinsven of Pacific Rain on vault. Chrisette Diggs of Woga on uneven bars. Now on floor for world champions, Balin Kasperzak. Aylin Kasperzak of World Champions on floor. Coming up next on uneven bars for flips will be Lily Ticknor, followed by Woga's Gianna Arthur. Now on uneven bars for flips, Lily Ticknor. Ava Doherty of World Class on beam. Coming up next on beam for Cincinnati will be Kylie Smith. Lily Ticknor of flips on uneven bars. Now on floor for Metroplex, Sydney Williams. Sydney Williams of Metroplex on floor. Coming up next on uneven bars for Woga will be Gianna Arthur, followed by Twin City Twisters gymnast Paisley Ritker. Now on beam for Cincinnati, Kylie Smith. Deanna Arthur of Woga on uneven bars. Coming up next on uneven bars for Twin City Twisters, Paisley Ritker, followed by Woga's Madeline Eagle. Now on floor for first state, Jazzy Saravia. Jazzy Saravia of first state on floor. Paisley Ritker of Twin City Twisters on uneven bars. Coming up next on beam for world class will be Amia Pewbanks. Up next on uneven bars for Woga will be Madeline Eagle. Now on floor for Cypress Academy, Maya Kasarakova. Aya Kosarakova of Cyprus Academy on floor. Madeline Eagle of Volga on uneven bars. Coming up next on beam for Cincinnati will be Ansley Stevens. Now on beam for world class, Amia Pugh-Banks. That's Ansley Stevens of Cincinnati on beam. Coming up next on beam for advantage will be Sadie Drake. Now on beam for advantage, Sadie Drake. Sadie Drake of advantage on beam. This concludes competition in the second rotation. Gymnasts may now advance to their third event at the halfway point of the 2026 U.S. Classic for junior women. Gymnasts may now begin the warm-up for rotation 3.
Sonia and Gerald trust Prevagen for their brains, and this is their story.
I'm Sonia.
And I'm Gerald, and we live in Jacksonville, Florida.
We are both military veterans, and we provide dental care for underserved communities. We have a very busy life.
We take Prevagen for our brains.
I would honestly say I like the way that Prevagen makes me feel. At the end of the day, I feel confident and amazing.
Prevagen has been the #1 selling brain supplement nationwide for over 10 years.
I used to struggle with dandruff and scalp issues, but then I started using Head & Shoulders every wash because the active ingredient in Head & Shoulders doesn't just get rid of flakes. It nourishes your scalp and works to fight dandruff at the source, so you can stop flakes before they even start, leaving your scalp feeling healthy and flake-free compared to regular shampoos. See? No flakes down here.
Hair looks great.
Have a little help. From the #1 dermatologist recommended brand, Head & Shoulders.
Now at the halfway point of the 2026 U.S. Classic for Elite Junior Women, here are your top 5 in the all-around. It's a tight bunch with 1.25 separating 5th from 1st. Currently in 5th place for Sega, Annabelle Melnick. In 4th place for Woga, Brooklyn Klauser. And your top 3 look like this. We have a tie for 2nd place with equal scores of 26.15 for Twin City Twister, Paisley Ritker, and for Metroplex gymnast Sydney Williams. And leading the way with a 26.8 in the all-around at the halfway point for Pacific Rain, Adelie Van Grinsven. They are your leaders heading into the 3rd rotation of the 2026 U.S. Classic for Elite Junior Women. This concludes the warm-up, and competition resumes with the start of rotation 3. Starting off on vault for Metroplex, Hadley Bird, followed by world champions gymnast Balin Kasperzak. Starting off on uneven bars for Pacific Rain, S.P. Chang, followed by All-American gymnast Alexis Reiner. Starting off on beam for fusion, Tenley Wade. And now on floor for Georgia All-Star, Ansley McCauley. Ansley McCauley of Georgia All-Star on floor. Balin Kasperzak of World Champions with her first vault. Following Balin's second vault, it'll be Metroplex's Sydney Williams on vault. Coming up next on uneven bars for All-American, Alexis Reiner, followed by Pacific Reigns' Audrey Van Grinsven. And coming up next on beam for Woga will be Chrisette Diggs. Now with her second vault for world champions, Balin Kasperzak. Now on uneven bars for All-American, Alexis Reiner. Balin Kasperzak of world champions on vault. Up next on vault for Metroplex will be Sydney Williams, followed by first state gymnast Jazzy Saravia. Alexis Reiner of All-American on uneven bars. Now on floor for world class, Ava Doherty. Ava Doherty of world class on floor. Chrisette Diggs of Woga on beam. Now on vault for first state, Jazzy Saravia. Jazzy Saravia of first state on vault. Coming up next on uneven bars for Pacific Reign will be Audrey Van Grinsven, followed by Adelie Van Grinsven. Coming up next on vault for Cyprus Academy will be Maya Kasarakova, followed by first state's Avery Haynes. Now on vault for Cyprus Academy, Maya Kasarakova. Maya Kasarakova of Cyprus Academy on vault. Coming up next on beam for flips will be Lily Ticknor. Now on floor for Cincinnati, Kylie Smith. Kylie Smith of Cincinnati Gymnastics on floor. Coming up next on vault for first state will be Avery Haynes. Up next on uneven bars for Pacific Rain, Adelie Van Grinsven, followed by Sega gymnast Annabelle Melnick. Lily Ticknor of flips on beam. Up next on beam for Woga will be Gianna Arthur. Now on vault for first state, Avery Haynes. Avery Haynes of first state on vault. Now on floor for world class, Amia Pewbanks. Amia Pewbanks of world class on floor. Coming up next on uneven bars for Sega will be Annabelle Melnick, followed by Pacific Rain gymnast Cassandra Tan. Gianna Arthur of Woga on beam. Up next on beam for Twin City Twisters will be Paisley Ritker. Now on uneven bars for Sega, Annabelle Melnick. Now on floor for Cincinnati, Ansley Stevens. Ansley Stevens of Cincinnati on floor. Paisley Ritker of Twin City Twisters on beam. Coming up next on uneven bars for Pacific Rain will be Cassandra Tan. Up next on beam for Woga will be Madeline Eagle. Now on floor for Advantage, Sadie Drake. Sadie Drake of Advantage on floor. And moments ago on uneven bars for Pacific Rain, Cassandra Tan. Madeline Eagle of Woga on beam. Coming up next on beam for Woga will be Brooklyn Klauser. Now on floor for Cincinnati, Claire Eckhart. Claire Eckhart of Cincinnati on floor. Now on beam for Woga, Brooklyn Klauser. Brooklyn Klauser of Woga on beam. This concludes competition in the third rotation. Gymnasts may now advance to their fourth and final event of the 2026 U.S. Classic Junior Women's Competition. Gymnasts may now begin the warm-up for rotation 4.
Wait, he slides on his leg push? Absolutely not. Okay, now we're locked in. My girl Jordan, she knows what's up. Okay, girl, get it.
On your feet, gymnastics fans, for another T-shirt toss. Heading into the final rotation of the 2026 U.S. Classic Elite Junior Women's Competition, here are your top 5 in the all-around. Currently in 5th place for Twin City Twisters, Paisley Ritker. In 4th place for World Champions, Balin Kasperzak. And the top 3 look like this. In 3rd place for Metroplex, Sydney Williams. In 2nd place for Woga, Brooklyn Klauser. And leading the way with a 39.7 in the all-around for Pacific Rain, Adelie Van Grinsven. They are your leaders heading into rotation 4 of the 2026 U.S. Classic for junior women. This concludes the warm-up, and competition resumes with the start of rotation 4. Starting off on vault for world class, Ava Doherty, followed by world class gymnast Mia Pewbanks. Starting off on uneven bars for world champions Balin Kasperzak, followed by Metroplex gymnast Sydney Williams. Starting off on beam for All-American Alexis Reiner. And now on floor for Woga, Chrisette Diggs. Chrisette Diggs of Woga on floor. And moments ago on vault for world class, Mia Pewbanks. Coming up next on uneven bars for Metroplex will be Sydney Williams, followed by Jazzy Saravia of First State. Coming up next on beam for Pacific Rain will be Audrey Van Grinsven. Up next on vault, the second vault for Amia Pugh Banks of World Class, followed by Cincinnati's Ensley Stevens. Now on uneven bars for Metroplex, Sydney Williams. Amia Pugh Banks of World Class on vault. Coming up next on vault for Cincinnati, Ansley Stevens, followed by advantage gymnast Sadie Drake. Now on floor for flips, Lily Ticknor. Lily Ticknor of flips on floor. Coming up next on vault for advantage will be Sadie Drake, followed by Cincinnati gymnast Claire Eckhart. Audrey Van Grinsven of Pacific Rain on beam. Coming up next on uneven bars for first state will be Jazzy Saravia, followed by first state gymnast Amaria Moore. Now on vault for advantage, Sadie Drake. Sadie Drake of advantage on vault. Coming up next on beam for Pacific Rain will be Adelie Van Grinsven. Now on floor for Woga, Gianna Arthur. Gianna Arthur of Woga on floor. Coming up next on vault for Cincinnati will be Claire Eckhart, followed by Georgia All-Star Ansley McCauley. Adley Van Grinsven of Pacific Rain on beam. Up next on uneven bars for First State will be Amaria Moore, followed by Maya Kasarakova of Cypress Academy. Now on uneven bars for First State, Amaria Moore. Now on vault for Cincinnati, Claire Eckhart. Claire Eckhart of Cincinnati on vault. Coming up next on beam for Sega will be Annabelle Melnick. Now on floor for Twin City Twisters, Paisley Ritker. Paisley Ritker of Twin City Twisters on floor. Now on vault for Georgia All-Star, Ansley McCauley. Ansley McCauley of Georgia All-Star on vault. Annabelle Melnick of Sega on beam. Coming up next on uneven bars for Cypress Academy, Maya Kasarakova. She'll be followed by first state gymnast Avery Haynes. And coming up next on beam for Pacific Rain, S.P. Chang. Now on floor for Woga, Madeline Eagle. Madeline Eagle of Woga on floor. Now on uneven bars for Cypress Academy, Maya Kasarakova. Maya Kasarakova of Cypress Academy on uneven bars. S.P. Chang of Pacific Rain on beam. Now on floor for Woga, Brooklyn Klauser. Brooklyn Klauser of Woga on floor. Coming up next on uneven bars for First State, Avery Haynes. She'll be followed by Metroplex gymnast Hadley Bird. Now on uneven bars for First State, Avery Haynes. Now on floor for Fusion, Tenley Wade. Tenley Wade of Fusion on floor. Coming up next on uneven bars for Metroplex will be Hadley Bird. Now on uneven bars for Metroplex, Hadley Bird. Hadley Bird of Metroplex on uneven bars. This concludes the 2026 U.S. Classic Junior Women's Competition. Please join us in recognizing all of these amazing gymnasts. And gymnastics fans, we want to thank you for bringing the roar to the People's Bank Arena for the 2026 U.S. Classic. We are now just a few minutes away from the presentation of awards. Consider this your personal invitation to stick around and join us for the award ceremony, where you can cheer loud and proud for today's U.S. Classic honorees. Any thanks to our judges for all of their hard work and dedication throughout this competition. Attention fans, it is now time for the Prevagen Memorable Moments Seat Upgrade Contest. Want a chance to watch tonight's senior women's session from the first row? Just scan the QR code located around the arena for your chance to win this exclusive upgrade experience. Winners will randomly be selected, notified by text, and must act quickly to claim their upgraded seats. Don't miss your chance to get closer to the action thanks to Prevagen and USA Gymnastics.
I see the sunrise and it's breaking my heart. It never stays up long enough to recharge. 7 billion lives we could lie down, and everyone feels like we're lost now. Wow. Now we're too far just to hit the restart. I need to feel the sun.
And now we honor the top competitors of the 2026 U.S. Classic Elite Junior Women's Competition. We begin the award ceremony with the presentation of awards on vault. In 8th place, representing Cyprus Academy, Maya Kosarakova. In 7th place, from Advantage Academy, Sadie Drake. In 6th place, from Woga, Madeline Eagle. In 5th place, from Cincinnati Gymnastics, Claire Eckhart. In 4th place, for Pacific Rain, Cassandra Tan. In 3rd place, earning the bronze medal, from Pacific Rain, Adelie Van Grinsven. In 2nd place, winning the silver medal, from World Champion Center, Balin Kasperzak. In 1st place, the 2026 U.S. Classic Junior Vault Champion, winning the gold medal, from World Class Gymnastics, Amia Pugh Banks. There they are, your medalists of the 2026 U.S. Classic for Elite Junior Women on vault. We continue the ceremony with the presentation of awards for uneven bars. In 8th place on uneven bars, from First State Gymnastics, Jazzy Saravia. In 7th place, from Metroplex, Sydney Williams. In 6th place, from Pacific Rain, Audrey Van Grinsven. We have a two-way tie for 4th place, from World Class Gymnastics, Ava Doherty. Also tied for 4th, from Woga, Brooklyn Klauser. In 3rd place, winning the bronze medal, from Pacific Rain, Adelie Van Grinsven. And we have a two-way tie for 1st place, your 2026 U.S. Classic Junior Bars champions, winning gold medals, from Twin City Twisters, Paisley Ritker. And for World Class Gymnastics, Amia Pugh Banks. There they are, your 2026 U.S. Classic Elite Junior Women's Uneven Bars medalists. And now for the award ceremony for Beam. Finishing in 8th place from Woga Gymnastics, Gianna Arthur. In 7th place from Fusion Gymnastics, Tenley Wade. In 6th place from Cincinnati Gymnastics, Kylie Smith. In 5th place for Pacific Rain, Adelie Van Grinsven. In 4th place for First State, Jazzy Saravia. In 3rd place and winning the bronze medal from Cincinnati Gymnastics, Claire Eckhart. In 2nd place, winning the silver medal from Metroplex Gymnastics, Sydney Williams. In 1st place, the 2026 U.S. Classic Junior Beam Champion, winning the gold medal for Woga Gymnastics, Brooklyn Klauser. There they are, your 2026 U.S. Classic Elite Junior Women's Balance Beam medalists. We now welcome our Floor Award winners. In a tie for 7th place from Woga, Brooklyn Klauser. Also tied for 7th place from Cincinnati, Claire Eckhart. In 6th place from Sega Gymnastics, Annabelle Melnick. In 5th place from Twin City Twisters, Paisley Ritker. In 4th place from World Class Gymnastics, Amia Pewbanks. Tied for 2nd place and earning silver medals from Metroplex Gymnastics, Sydney Williams. Also tied for 2nd place and earning a silver medal for Cincinnati, Kylie Smith. In 1st place, the 2026 U.S. Classic Junior Floor Champion, earning the gold medal from Pacific Rain, Adelie Van Grinsven. There they are, your 2026 U.S. Classic Elite Junior Women's Floor medalists. And now we present the Elite Women. We present the Elite Junior Women's All-Around Awards of the 2026 U.S. Classic. In 8th place, from First State Gymnastics, Jazzy Saravia. In 7th place, from Cincinnati Gymnastics, Claire Eckhart. In 6th place, from World Champion Center, Balin Kasperzak. In 5th place, from Twin City Twisters, Paisley Ritker. In 4th place, from Metroplex Gymnastics, Sydney Williams. In 3rd place, winning the bronze medal, from World Class Gymnastics, Amia Pugh Banks. In 2nd place, winning the silver medal, from Moga Gymnastics, Brooklyn Klauser. In 1st place, the 2026 U.S. Classic Elite Junior Women's All-Around Champion, winning the gold medal, from Pacific Range Gymnastics, Adelaide Van Grinsven. There they are, your junior all-around medalists of the 2026 U.S. Classic. Congratulations to all of the junior athletes who qualified and competed here at the 2026 U.S. Classic. Gymnastics fans, once again, we want to thank you for bringing the roar to the U.S. Classic here at People's Bank Arena. The fun continues outside on Pratt Street. Be sure to check out the Tumble Street Fan Fest happening right now for fans of all ages. We hope you can all join us again for this evening's session of the U.S. Classic, featuring the nation's top senior elite women's gymnasts. Doors will open at 6 p.m. Competition begins at 7 p.m. right back here at People's Bank Arena.